Messianco, breaking Major League en la ciudad del sol. Here in Miami, we know who's el campeón. Leo my team, sueles on the field, always wearing they team. Como que ya es un win, the trio of every singing muchachos. Las familias se escuchan los barrios. Esta camiseta pinky la llevan todos los guachos. Los rookies quedan sin comentarios. Messi ambetea, tiki-taki gol. El estadio Chase bañado en llor y sudor. Aquí se ama y se respeta el balón. Florida es tu casa, acostúmbrate al calor. Estate listo pa' Messianco. Estate listo pa' Messianco.
What's up, muchachos? Welcome back to 5 Reasons Football, to Messi and Co. with myself, Matt, and Gian. Gian, how are you doing today?
Brother, I am doing good, man. I am doing good. It's Friday. Does that kind of saying work the same way? Monday's a new Friday.
I was literally just thinking about that. I'm like, do we say Monday's new Friday? Do we say Friday?
Friday's a new Monday wouldn't be a good thing, actually.
No, probably not.
I mean, then
we just have to say TGI Friday. We just have to say thank God it's Friday.
That's true. TGI Friday. It is.
And this is a very special live stream because as everybody can see, there's no Ashley. So we're missing our one of the main pieces to the trio, to the Three Musketeers. So, but she sends her love. She sends her love.
Yeah. She does. But it's cool. It's cool. We're gonna hold it down while she's not here.
Oh yeah, I think we got it. I think we got it.
Into Miami, shoot the shit, chill.
Exactly. But speaking of that, so I mean, we got a lot to talk about. I mean, obviously we have DC United upcoming tomorrow night, 7:30. And we have a lot to talk about. We have player availabilities. We're going to do our predictions. We're going to talk about some Mascherano comments that he made earlier today. I think it was after practice, talking about his suspension from the Leagues Cup game, talking about him making phone calls from the stands, things like that. So we're going to talk about all of that. Shout out to Soccer Daddy for being the first in the chat. So first, let's talk about Messi because that's probably the biggest news. He obviously didn't play against he obviously didn't play in the Leagues Cup on Wednesday. We missed him. He wasn't even in the squad, but he was there. He was watching, and now he has been completely ruled out against DC United, which is expected. He's not even expected to travel. So which I'm happy. I don't which is like I'm not happy that Messi's injured, but I'm happy that he's not playing.
Wait. Are you happy though? Like, okay, are you happy as an Inter Miami fan or as an Argentina fan?
This is me talking as an Inter Miami fan because even though it'll probably help him in the long run with Argentina, I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm thinking about his health and the fact that he doesn't have to risk his whole career over one of the worst teams in the Eastern Conference in DC. So no, I'm happy that we're not risking him and we're probably saving him for Orlando.
One of the worst or literally the worst?
I think probably I was trying to be nice. It's one of the worst.
Dude, this team is like, man, like if there was like what's worse than worse? I don't know. Like I have to look up in the source because
no,
maybe, man, this team is bad. 15th in the East, DC United. They've got 4 wins, 15 losses, 8 ties, a minus 29, a whopping minus 29 goal difference. Like that's wild. That like how do you get to negative 29? That's just absolutely crazy. And I think you have like Benteke too on your team. That's
what I'm saying.
Wild.
It's almost as bad as LA Galaxy, who are having a historically bad season.
Yeah.
Like when you look at the supporter show standing, it's literally Galaxy. Actually, if Galaxy tied their next game, or not even, if they win their next game, they're still kind of neck and neck. So, it is pretty crazy. So it would make sense. You know what? When was the last time DC United won the game? Take a guess.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. Say it. I've been looking at the schedule. Dude,
what?
I have my monitor. I have my monitor like because I have a second monitor and I have it vertical. So it basically shows like, and I'm still having to scroll to look for it. It's crazy.
You need a longer monitor.
Yeah. No,
look, listen. Everybody needs to pay attention. Everybody, listen up. The last time that DC United won a game We're in August, by the way. We're about to end August. The last time DC United won the game, it wasn't in July. It wasn't in June. It was back in May 31st in a away fixture against Cincinnati where they won 2-1.
That's insane, dude. That's insane. So then how many is it that without winning? With one, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 games without winning. And this is weird. I'm looking down their schedule and somehow they snuck in a game against Ethiopia. They didn't even play. That's kind of weird. That's on the MLS website. But anyway,
Really?
it's weird. It says a friendly at Audi Field versus Ethiopia. They didn't even play it in the midst of an 11-game losing streak. They're like, yeah, this isn't worth it. Let's just call Ethiopia and don't even get on the plane at this.
Wow. 11 games. Morale up.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't worth it. But no, this is a pretty bad DC United team. Yes, they're below Montreal. They have a 0.90 goals per match, so they're not offensively threatening either. They concede about 1.9 goals per match, which is one of the worst, if not the worst, in the league. They average about 46.9% possession, one of the worst in the league. They've only kept about 4 clean sheets. They're not good. They're just really, really, really not good. So I guess it's safe to say that despite Messi not being available and possibly the ruling out of Jordi Alba as well, because he's most likely not going to be playing on Saturday either, but that hasn't been officially confirmed by Mascherano. But let's just to play it safe, let's say he is. He's not going to be ruled out either. Is it safe to say that we should be winning this game fairly comfortably, even if we play the C team?
Dude, I mean, we can call up IMCF2, bring in the muchachos, the 15, 16, 17-year-olds. Like that should be enough to beat this team. I think that this is a perfect opportunity to really have a lot of players that maybe aren't getting the minutes that they, throughout the season that we would have liked them to get and to get playing time. This is a time to put them on the field. You think about guys like Ale Novando, Santi Morales, you think about Baltasar, you think about even Avilés, even though he's kind of not necessarily in the plans as much as he was before. Just give guys the opportunity to stay fresh because you never know when you're going to need them. I mean, there's a bunch of players that could really use this playing time, and these are the games you kind of look out for those opportunities.
Quite literally, especially when we've been playing back to back games. It's you got to give these guys a rest at some point, and not to kind of disrespect DC United, but like. Because this could very well be a trap game for us, because literally last year, I don't know if you remember this last year when we played DC United, we actually almost just tied to them. We almost tied to them. It was because of Leo Campana. He came off the bench and he scored it was like a Messi assist from like the halfway line. And like he headed it. I think he headed in. It was like he like crossed it from the halfway line and was it Messi or was it someone else? It was probably someone else. And I think it was
in the last game versus DC.
Yeah, it was last year. We won 1-0 in the 94th minute. Leo Campana came off the bench and scored the winning goal. And it was crazy. It was absolutely insane. But and we had Messi, we had Suarez, we had Matias Rojas, we had everybody. Everybody was there, and we almost tied.
It was Calendar. Then there was Chelo, Avilés, Freire. So Freire was still here.
Yeah, exactly.
Alba, and then midfield was Kremaski, Busquets, Gressel, and then Messi, Suarez, and Rojas.
Look, Soccer Daddy remembers. It was a pass from Busi, goal from Campana. It was literally from the halfway line. Busi would just make a
94.
Pass. Yes.
94. Yeah.
No, it was crazy. It was literally crazy. David Ruiz, look, Natalia is asking for David Ruiz playing time as well. There's a lot of players that should be getting playing time for this game. So, and we'll talk about maybe a predicted lineup towards the end of the stream, as long as the predicted score. But no, we definitely need to see some rotation. I would love to see the younger guys like you said, Santi Morales. I would love to see Obando. I would like to see Avilés a little bit more. I would like to see Baltasar. Like I said, he needs to be getting more minutes. He needs to be getting comfortable with this team and working with this team, and maybe we can see Ruiz as well. So, but anyways, do you have anything else to say about that before I move on to Mascherano? Because I want to talk about these Mascherano comments a little bit.
No, just that I agree. It's the perfect time to have people play that aren't getting minutes and test a few things around. I think especially like one of the ones that I think needs the most playing time
Yeah.
that I want to see is, well, number one, what Natalia said, David Ruiz for sure.
Mhm.
He should get playing time, but I really want to see a lot more from Baltasar. That's like one of the ones that you've been wanting to see
Yeah.
more of, and because of injuries and other things, it's like, damn, we can't get our scoop of freaking Baltasar. Like we want
Yeah.
that. I think that now's the time,
Literally.
man. Like he's great because obviously, you have Fafa, but we've talked about how Fafa's a little more more of an attacker. Baltasar's like that good balance between attack and still having some presence in the midfield. So
Mhm.
I would love to see that.
No, absolutely. I mean, and now, I mean, he's probably not going to be available for Saturday, but we also have our new signing, Matteo Silvetti, who's been officially announced this morning by Inter Miami. He's officially at the club. I think he has a contract until 2028, I believe, or something like
Silvetti.
that.
I'm gonna check it out.
And so, and he's still waiting on his visa, so he's probably most likely not going to be available for Saturday. He's probably not going to be available for the Leagues Cup game, but he's here, and he's probably gonna start training with the team very, very soon. So we unfortunately didn't get Piovi, which is another defender, um, to kind of boost that area of the team. But we at least got one signing, and so we kind of lucked out on just that second international spot.
Yeah, Silvetti comes in here with 6 goals and 2 assists in 37 matches. He actually played 2 games for the U20 Argentina team. So
Mhm.
he was actually coached by Javier Mascherano, so he's very
Yeah.
familiar with him. Probably one of the biggest reasons why he brought him over, obviously as well. So I think it'll be good. Good. We're balancing. He takes up a U22 spot. We're balancing that, the experience with the young guys. So
Yeah.
it'll be nice to see him.
Especially now, this gives a little bit more competition for Tadeo Allende, who's been extremely, extremely struggling recently. This would hopefully kind of motivate him, or to start playing a little better, because Fafa's not getting the game time over Allende. Maybe this kid Matteo Silvetti is gonna try to be that guy over Tadeo. I don't know. He's still very young, so we'll have to see. But that's something we'll talk about when he actually becomes available and
Yeah.
and ready to play. But I want to talk about these Mascherano comments, because it was pretty crazy, and we were talking about it in the post game reaction last time out. Um, as you guys remember from last time out in the Leagues Cup against Tigres, Mascherano got suspended at halftime, like right before the second half started. I'm pretty sure, and he ended up sitting in like the VIP section. So if you guys don't know how Chase Stadium works or looks, the layout is literally like the bench is here and the VIP section is literally right above. So Mascherano was sitting at the VIP section. He was yelling instructions at the players, at the bench players, at the coaches. He was seen on the phone, which everybody thought was the assistant. Like he was talking to the assistant coaches on the floor. He came out and spoke about it today, this morning after practice. A bunch of journalists asked him all these questions, and he tried to come clean with exactly what happened on Wednesday. So here's one of the quotes, as reported by Franco Panizzo. He says here, Javier Mascherano denied using his cell phone to talk to an assistant on the field after being sent off. Mascherano said that he was talking to a video analyst who was above in the booth instead, which is allowed by the rule. That's very normal in football today. I want to know your opinion on this, Gian, because this is very like, I feel like in South America, this is like pretty common, but
It's comical, man. It's actually funny. It's funny that he denies it because it just so happens that he's on the phone and his assistant's on the phone, but then he says he's not talking with his assistant. He's talking with a video analyst. So was his assistant like on hold, like waiting, like
yeah, like waiting to hear from the video, and because maybe look, listen, they could have found a loophole. They genuinely could have found a loophole, right? And they could have been like, "Oh, hey, I was talking to the video analyst, and then the video analyst was communicating to the assistant." Like they could have tried to find a loophole to avoid any further suspension, which is, I think, is funny to speculate on.
I think, well, he was just being proactive. He's like, "Look, I already got the red. I'm not trying to get suspended and fined. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say." I'm just gonna say that I'm talking with somebody else, and if they figure it out, they figure it out. But I'm just gonna try to avoid any repercussions and whatever. You got to do what you got to do. I just think it's funny that he goes up to the VIP during halftime when nobody's at their seats. So I'm thinking from the side of the fans, like you leave your seats and then you come back after, getting yourself some popcorn or getting yourself a hot dog. And then now you're sitting next to Mascherano for a whole half. Like that's pretty wild.
Who was sitting next to him?
There was two girls and a guy that were
just
sitting
random.
I don't know who they were. I have no idea.
They had to be pretty important if they were VIP.
But it was funny. The guy that was sitting next to him was just like glancing over at him every so often, like
damn,
disbelief. Like I just can't believe it.
Yeah, because Mascherano was yelling his ass off. He was yelling hard.
He was
and then this guy, the guy next to him was like, "Yo, I'm trying to watch the game," and this guy's just yelling.
He was pissed. But what led to that phone call too? Because I think that he was at the beginning. It looked like he was yelling over, and the assistant's like, "Dude, I can't hear you." You're like,
yeah.
And why didn't they give him an Apple AirPod or something? I think that probably would have been a little bit.
That probably could have helped him a lot. They would have gave hands-free, hands-free calling. Like I don't know.
But he props to him. I mean, he in the midst of adversity, he was trying to figure out a way to still coach his team, still be there for them. I don't know exactly what he said to get him red carded because the half was over.
Yeah,
and he was just everybody's walking inside, and he looks at the ref, says something. So I don't know what the heck. And also sometimes these refs, and because you've refed games, Matt, I feel like it's in the hands of the referee. Sometimes you get one that's a little too sensitive, and sometimes you get ones that are trying to be a protagonist of the match, and they're going to go try and change things. I don't know what happened there, but at the end of the day, I thought it was comical. It's funny. All of a sudden, they pan over and you see him on top. Like all he was missing was the sunglasses and the mustache. Like,
no, like if I could speculate on what he could have said to get sent off, it's apparently rumored, speculated that he commented on the amount of time that was added on at halftime. That's what they're saying. Now, I don't know if it's true, obviously, because I didn't hear it.
Honestly, it wasn't that much, Matt. Like it was. I mean, I understand that it had gone past. I think it was like the 5 minutes, and they were like at the 6 minute mark. But I wonder how pissed can you be over a minute? Like I'm not saying that Macho was in the wrong. I'm just thinking, like, honestly, was he that pissed to get a red card? Like it's kind of
because I think there was only there was like at halftime. I think there was about 5 or 6 minutes added. And then at the end of the game, I think there was another like 5. There was okay, yeah, I'm looking it up right here. There was at halftime, there was 6 minutes added, so 45 plus 6 added to the end of the first half, which is insane, which is pretty crazy. And at the second half, at the end of the game, there were 7 minutes added. So in total, there were 13 additional minutes of play with both halves combined. So I personally clearly understand the frustration, especially that I was there during the game, and maybe I just wasn't paying as close attention to everybody else, but it did not seem like the game needed 6 extra minutes in the first half. But that's in the back. Where was I going with that? Oh, yes. Like you said, you were giving him props. I have to give him props too, because at the end of the day, even though, yes, maybe he did something wrong, and he kind of admits it in the interview that he had this morning. At the end of the day, he was doing everything in his power to help Inter Miami win the game. And guess what? Inter Miami won the game. And that could have been because of Mascherano. That could have been because the players also stepped up and tried to their very hardest and fight till the very end. But I have to give him those props, because maybe not a lot of managers would do the same. They would just go back to the locker room and just be like, well, I guess I have to hand it off to the assistant coach and kind of hope and pray that things go well. But no, he went there to the VIP because he was allowed to be there, and he tried to help out in the best way he can, because at that point he was a spectator, and there was essentially, I guess, no rules saying otherwise. So I have to give Mascherano huge props, especially because he does get a lot of hate for his I don't know, his decision making, his tactical things and whatnot. But no, I want to give him a lot of props for this for what happened.
Yeah, I was just reading some of the rules here. It says you're actually referencing what's his Bobby Valentine. I don't know if
Okay.
that makes sense. Former New. This is a different. This is a different sport. Obviously, this is for the New York Mets manager for baseball. But
Okay.
it's funny because I thought it was like kind of similar because Bobby Valentine was his name, and he I'm looking at the YouTube video, and he came back into the dugout, like basically. So if it was like football where all the players are sitting, and he came back literally with the glasses and a fake mustache, and then they gave him a two game suspension and fined him $5,000. And I just thought that was
Oh
kind of
my
similar
god.
to what Mascherano did. Is pretty funny. But so the rule, it's rule 4.4 of the International Football Association board says the use of any form of electronic communication by team officials is permitted when it directly relates to player welfare or safety or for tactical coaching reasons, but only small mobile handheld equipment, e.g. microphone, headphone, earpiece, mobile phone, smartphone, smartwatch that may be used. So I don't know. From that perspective, it seems like he might be okay. Like
I was gonna say, like that sounds like it's allowed. That sounds
yeah,
like he shouldn't be getting into any trouble at all,
yeah,
actually. So
yeah.
that's from where? That's from the Leagues Cup rules?
That's from the International Football Association.
Oh,
IFAB.
IFAB. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, IFAB.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
so
those are the
rule
people.
4.4.
So
So if you guys have your rule book out,
I
turn to
actually do have a
4.4.
rule book in my closet.
Do you actually?
Yes, I do. I have a physical rule book.
How
from
is
like
it? Is
years
it
ago.
how big is that book? Is it like
It's
large?
not thick. It's like a soft cover. I mean, I can
Do
grab
you have,
it,
do you have access to it? Like, is it close by, or you got to
yeah,
look?
it's right here in my
Yeah,
closet. I can
let's see it.
here.
I want
Look,
to see how
I'm gonna
big that
grab.
rule book is.
There,
This is gonna be interesting to see how big the this book is. Like, I imagine like a dictionary kind of thing. Let's see. Oh, that's the one.
IFAB.
21, 22. Does it get
Wait, hold
updated
on.
often? Like, is there like, are you missing a bunch of things like from 2024, 2025, or is that the last time it was
So no,
updated?
this is the last time I like bought the book.
Yeah,
But and so obviously there's a bunch of rule changes, but it shows like diagrams and stuff like that. And
yeah.
it essentially this is what they all look like essentially, just like updated like
Oh, okay,
years.
okay.
But this is what it looks like.
I
So
envisioned something much like lengthier as far as like
yeah, like
pages and that sort of thing. Oh,
Pogba on the back of this
that's
one.
interesting.
So yeah, you can also download it. There's like a QR code right here.
Oh, great,
And you
great. If
can
you guys want
download.
to be up to date with all the rules, take out your
Yeah,
phones
if you
now.
guys
And
want to, yeah, if you
scan
want
the
to,
QR
if you
code.
guys want to be an expert on the rules, just
Yeah.
download or scan that QR code.
If you guys are ordering your rule book, make sure to use code Messi and Co for we get
10% off.
10% off.
Yeah, and then we get some money out of that. All right. So, all right. Also, before you continue, shout out to Ashley. She was in the chat, listening to you guys kill it. By the way, showing some love, from wherever she's at this point. So no, huge shout out to Ashley. We miss you, and I think we're doing pretty well. So, it says there's no rule that disallows him to use the phone during the match. So yeah, no. So it sounds like Mascherano should be safe. So there I don't think there's anything to really worry about that. But let's get into who you think. Let's do like starting 11 predictions. You want to do starting 11 predictions?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna ask me who I think is gonna win.
No. I was no.
Throwing me
I
a
think we all
softball
know
there.
who's gonna win. I think we all know who's gonna win. Yeah, should I shave my head if we lose? Oh my god. No, I gotta stop putting my hair on the line, yo. I gotta.
Dude,
last
you
time I was
are
like, oh, if Chelo's gonna score, I'm gonna shave my head. And
you
now
are
I'm
putting
like,
it all out there for Messi and Co, man. Like if anybody ever doubts Matt's dedication, he put his hair on the line last time. He almost did right now. Then he realized how silly that was. But
I'm like, you know what? I
it's
can't.
the
I can't.
intention that counts. See, I wouldn't do that. I mean, what could I do? Like,
You can still shave. You can go clean bald, man. You can go clean bald.
Dude, I don't feel like I'd be one of those good-looking
And
bald dudes,
not
man.
just the
Like,
hair, but the facial hair too. Just like all baby face.
no, dude. If I
All baby
shave,
face.
I'm one of those that can't shave the facial. If I do, I'm gonna look like a potato, man. Like I will look like, you know how Zanetti looks, Pupo Zanetti. Like he looks
Yes.
he looks like a potato.
I love
like
Pupo,
I would look
man.
like that. There's no shot I'm doing that. I'm gonna leave it to you, Matt. I feel like that's your calling to put your some
to
part
put my
of
hair.
your
I don't know.
body on the line for Messi and co.
Maybe maybe I'll put something else on the line. I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe, but if by the end of this live stream, if I think of something, I'll say it. But I want to let's talk about who
Oh,
we think is going to play the game.
This is good. Sorry.
What?
Mustache.
Oh my God, I'm gonna look horrible, man. Oh
If we
no.
lose, say it now. We need to have that
Okay,
on record. You
on
will go
record
in
right
mustache
now.
if we lose.
This is gonna be on record right now. If Inter Miami lose to one of the worst teams in the MLS, DC United, by any margin, I will grow out a mustache to the best of my ability.
Let's go. I love it. Minimum chat. How
Locked.
long does he have to have it? 1 week, 2 weeks?
Until it's like the most fully grown it could possibly be, which it probably won't be a lot, but like to the most fully grown it could possibly be, I'll have it.
Do you grow it too, like in the middle? I have that issue where I don't have like.
Yeah, like right there, it'll just
Yeah.
stop growing, and then it'll mainly grow on the sides here.
That's a pain in the ass.
And
I hate that
yeah.
that happens. I don't have. I've thought about spray painting it or something. I don't know.
You think it's too obvious? Oh my, no, but okay, wait, hold on. Now that chat is telling me, nah, just shave the head. All right, these guys just want to see me just or dye the hair pink, or they're telling me to dye the hair pink.
I like mustache, man. I think that's a good one.
I think
that dye the hair, something like that, just calls for like bigger.
Dyeing the hair will get me probably in trouble at my job. I don't think I can dye my hair pink. I swear, I think it'll.
Wait, did you see me? Did you see me when I painted my hair? This must have been like 2 months ago. I painted my hair yellow, kind of like Suarez
2
and
months
Messi.
ago?
I did that, but it lasted a week because I hated it. I did it for like and I actually showed up to the stadium, to the press box, and I had yellow hair. I wanted it to be platinum, but I didn't. Dude, they put on that dye and it stings like a mother, bro. And you have to do it like 10 times before it gets to platinum. I didn't make it. I made it to like yellow, kind of like Lamine Yamal. You know, his is yellow.
Yeah.
I wanted platinum like Suarez, but I couldn't get there, man.
So you're telling me that's painful?
Dude, it's painful, man. It's painful. It burns. What? It literally burns your scalp. This is wild. So like when you see these guys on the field with like platinum hair, dude, they have a lot of tolerance to pain. I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. But
that's bleach. There we go. Yeah, there you go. That's what that is. Bleach. That thing stings, man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I'll stick with the mustache.
Head, man.
I'm gonna stick with the mustache. It's less painful. It's harmless, and I'll probably look weird as hell. But it is what it is. It's okay if we lose, though. If Inter Miami lose to DC, but we'll see. Let's see. Okay, let's talk about who we think is gonna play in the game tomorrow, because we already know Messi's not gonna play, and let's just say that Jordi Alba is ruled out.
Yeah.
Now, how rotated do you realistically? How rotated do you think? Because we're not. Let's be real. We're not gonna play. We're not gonna have a starting 11 of Santi Morales, Obando, freaking Tyler Hall. Like, we're not gonna have that. Like, that's realistically not gonna happen. But so, what do you think? Who do you think would realistically play this game?
I agree. I'm still yet to see any time where we thought there'd be rotation, and there has been rotation, that it's like a full rotated lineup. I'm yet to see that. It's always
exactly.
It's always more of the players you expected, with like a little bit sprinkled in of the players that need time. That's always how they've operated. I'm gonna do this. All right, I'm gonna go to what our last bench was, just to kind of see who is on the bench and who might make it in. So just looking at like a Tigres, for example, you had. I'm gonna go down the list. We had on the bench was Aviles, Kremaski, Noah Allen, Chelo, Baltasar, Fafa, Ryan Saylor, William Yarbrough, Allen Obando, Rocco Rios No, David Ruiz, and Santi Morales. So those are kind of like the guys that we'd have to pick. Obviously, they're all not going to make it in. So what do we do? Let's start from the back.
Yeah.
Ustari. I think Ustari starts. I don't see a reason for him not to start. I think Ustari.
You don't see Yarbrough touching the field?
Do you?
hey, hey,
Do
for
you?
my mustache sake, I think we'll keep him on the bench. I think.
So I'm gonna Ustari for sure. Then you start from the left.
Right.
It's not
All
gonna
right.
be Jordi. We're almost certain. I feel like there's always a
Yeah.
chance, but I feel like
Yeah, I
we're
think I'm
almost certain.
99% certain.
The obvious player there is gonna be Noah Allen. He's
Agreed.
obviously he shifted over to center back, but he started off as a left back. So
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Unless
Then
they wanna freaking put Benka Kremaski at left back again.
well,
So
Benja Kremaski is the new Chelo. So kind of how you say Monday's the new Friday.
yeah,
Not Chelo, Gressel. How you
Gressel.
say Monday's the new Friday,
Benka's the
Kremaski
new
is the
Gressel.
new Gressel. So who knows, man? So then left center back. Left center back is gonna be it's probably gonna. I don't think they're taking out Maxi, to be honest with you. I think Maxi
think so?
starts. No, especially because I feel like it's gonna be a bunch of defenders that don't really play together too often. So they're gonna want to keep somebody constant. Aviles, I think Aviles starts next to
I see that.
Falcon.
I see
And
that.
then on the right, just because Ian Frey felt some discomfort against Tigres, I think Chelo is gonna start. So I don't know. What do you think about those four?
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. I think Chelo definitely plays. I think Noah definitely plays. Aviles should be playing. Now, but I'm kind of torn between. Like I'm thinking, well, is Lujan gonna get benched? Like, do you think because I'm trying to think like, okay, who is he gonna play on Wednesday? Is he gonna play Maxi and Lujan on Wednesday again? Because if he does that, then
you may want to rest Maxi. Like you're kind of thinking
then you
that.
either want to rest Maxi or I guess rest Lujan. But I don't. Why would you want to rest Lujan?
You're not
I don't
resting
know. I feel
Lujan.
Like exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No.
So I think it should be Lujan and Aviles, should in theory. And then maybe we'll see maybe Ryan Saylor come off the bench or something. But I think,
Who?
yeah, no, I think
Saylor?
I think it's good.
Did you say Sailor?
Oh yeah. 1000%.
Ryan Sailor. Okay.
Ryan Saylor, the El
Yeah.
Fantasma. He's also a freaking a ghost because I saw him warming up with Santi and Obando on the sidelines and
Yeah.
in the League Cup. And I'm like, dude, I completely forgot like that he's actually like still playing. So like he's literally just there to fill a void, and I feel so bad.
He is. Yeah.
Unfortunately. But hey, I want to see it. Yo, if Ryan Saylor plays this game, even if just for a minute, then I'll grow out the whole beard. I'll do the whole beard. And instead of just a mustache, I'm doing the whole beard.
If Ryan Saylor
If
starts,
Ryan Saylor plays at least a minute.
at least a minute. All right. So you think it's going to be Ryan Saylor and probably Lujan or Aviles?
I say Aviles, maybe.
Saylor Aviles.
I say.
I think that's
say
just too
Lujan.
rotated. I think that's
Yeah,
too
I say
rotated.
Lujan. I say Lujan. I think Lujan plays.
I think it's either gonna be Maxi or Lujan, one of those, and it could be and then you throw in Ryan Taylor Aviles. I think it'll be probably Lujan and Aviles, maybe.
Probably, yeah.
And then
If anything, he'll come off the bench.
Yeah, all right, midfield then. Midfield.
Let's do it.
Midfield is gonna be. It's crazy because Busquets is almost always the constant. He's like the guy that you can always depend to be on the field. So I don't know if he's gonna take him out, but I really think.
But I think he should limit the minutes. No,
he should. Yeah,
he should limit the minutes.
Oh yeah,
I don't think he should be playing the 90 for sure. But
so it'll be. I think it's gonna be Yannick Bright, Gremaski, and Yannick Bright, Gremaski, and maybe Telasco probably.
Yannick Bright, Gremaski, and Telasco. Yeah. I mean, that's really all you can do, unless you play the ball up there in the midfield. But do you think he'll play? Do you not think the ball will play?
No, I think they're gonna arrest him. But I was just paying attention to this. You're getting roasted for some reason.
What's wrong with Matt's hair? Well, what? Oh, it's good. Never mind. I was gonna say, I'm like, what's wrong? What do you mean? What's wrong with my haircut?
I think what they were trying to say is that what's wrong because it's usually bad. I guess that's what they're trying to say. I'll say this: I don't necessarily share that opinion. I think usually you probably you tend to have a good hair day on most days. So I don't know what they're really talking about.
We got a lot of haters, man.
No, but I'm also getting
I'm
jealous because
kidding.
I actually had a fresh cut today. Nobody said anything. You see, your hair
Wow.
seems to be the point of attention
But
today.
the point of it.
I got a fresh fade and nobody says anything about me. Even if it's a joke, I just want to joke about me. Like I haven't heard nothing. Like I'm like, what am I, chopped liver? It's ridiculous.
Maybe you should shave your head and then maybe they'll play, yeah, and then they'll show you some attention there. They'll be like, oh wait, that's not supposed to happen. Or you didn't look like that. Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny.
So
So
no,
wait,
you
what were
said you think DePaul is gonna be rested. You don't think he'll play at all?
No, I mean, you know why I think he has to be rested because of the fact that obviously it's a short turnaround. But if you look at the game against Tigres, he was exhausted.
He was.
And he seems to be exhausted every game. Like he starts off strong, and then he kind of starts to fizzle out energy wise. But that's also because he does do a lot of running. But I think that his body still isn't used to the climate here in Fort Lauderdale or in Miami, like the humidity, the heat. He doesn't come from that in Spain. And I think it's very clear, like he looks absolutely exhausted. So I think right now is a perfect time to give him that extra rest. So I don't think he'll start.
I would hope so. I would, and if he does play, I really hope it's very limited because, like I said, I think I said this in the post game, that we did. But like for someone who's supposed to be El Motocito, like we saw El Motocito like run out of gas.
Is he more like a Tesla motor? Maybe
He was,
now.
yeah, I guess like
he got to Miami.
Yeah, like a Tesla. Like now he's running like a Tesla. So he was low on battery. It's gonna take a minute to charge. Like, don't those things take like an hour to charge or something like that?
Probably a few hours.
That's insane. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's super.
But I think that's a good analogy. He was maybe a diesel engine coming in, and then the weather kind of turned him into a dual battery Tesla. And he's not a what do you call it? The one that's like the long drive or whatever. It's like the shorter version. Anyways, whatever. Probably a lot of people don't even know what the hell we're talking about. So maybe we just move on.
All right. Okay. So wait. We said what did we say? We said Bright, Benja.
I said Bright, Benja, and Telasco because remember, I always think that they always have one of the constants that's always there. So they're always going to have somebody that's always in. Like they won't switch out the entire defense. They won't switch out the entire midfield. They'll always have somebody that's always there, kind of to not, because you need somebody that knows that's always there, like that has the playing time so everybody else to do. So I think that in this case it may be Telasco, but I'm really leaning Busquets still starts just because it's Busquets. Like he's always there. Like I want to see who has the most minutes. I bet you he's at the top for Inter Miami.
He's definitely at the
Inter
top.
Miami stats players. Let's look this up real quick. Okay, so here we go. Minutes. All right. So guess who has the most minutes for Inter Miami?
Is it Busquets?
Busquets, and by a long shot. He's got 2,057 minutes logged.
Whoa.
And the next, just to show the disparity between everybody else, Jordi Alba is the next one up with 1,760. So it's literally almost 300. He's 3 minutes shy of 300 more than Jordi Alba, the next one up. And then it's Suarez and Messi. So I don't know. Like that kind of tells you maybe he should get rested, but it also tells you he's probably going to be on the field. Like he is always on there. So
yeah. Okay, so we'll have that as your midfield, and then who do you think the forwards are going to be? Do you think Suarez is going to play, or do you think he's going to get rested?
Suarez.
Mm-hmm. Or are we going to see the legendary Obando?
The legendary Obando.
Yes.
Dude, it's tough to say. Like, I feel like there's a right answer, and then there's a what's going to happen answer.
Well, what would you want to see happen?
I want Obando to get some minutes. I don't know why the hell he's on this team. Like, honestly, like I know that he's not here to replace Suarez in the starting lineup, but I think he's here to give him some breathing room and time to like recuperate. So if there was ever a game, like I think Obando should start now.
Without looking it up, how many games do you think Obando played this season?
Without looking it up, I'm gonna say 2, maybe 3. Do you know? You don't?
Yeah,
I think 2.
He played 6 games.
6?
He made 1 start and he scored 1 goal.
6. I honestly cannot remember 6 times that he was on the field.
Genuinely, me either. I can't.
Wait, is that 6 times that he actually played or that he just stepped on the field? Like he actually played? Six
I think
times?
I
That's
think
crazy.
it's probably more stepped on the field, but it says here he played 6 MLS games and he actually played 1 CONCACAF Champions Cup game.
Dude, I mean, forgettable. Forgettable.
Extremely forgettable. I have no idea what even I'm trying to look up the goal that he scored. He only had 2 shots ever. Like in the whole 7 games that he played. He only or in the 6 games that he played in the MLS, he only had 2 shots. One of them was a goal. So he has a .63 xG. I mean, I'll
Sheesh,
take that.
man.
So yeah. Damn, where was I going with that?
We're talking about if he's gonna start,
Oh yeah.
and I think that he should. I think he should start.
I say why not? I think and I don't want to say that because I think obviously I don't think like Suarez is bad, and I think I've been thinking the opposite. I think he's been I was glazing him up the other day because of how he was doing. He was had 20 what is it 20 goal contributions in 26 games or something like that.
Yeah. No, he's playing
And
sick. He's playing sick.
he's playing amazing. So it's obviously not because he's playing bad, but it's because you just need to rest. You need to chill out. Like, I don't want you to be the next Messi or the next Jordi Alba when it comes to these injuries, or even De Paul now that he's getting a lot more tired. I would like to see Suarez minutes limited as well. So I don't expect him to completely miss the 90 minutes, but seeing Suarez play for a half and then seeing Obando play a second half, I wouldn't mind it.
You know, the tough part is it's like you look at this Inter Miami team and you try to kind of guess who is going to be on the field, who isn't. So you go for the logical view,
Mhm.
right? Like you think
Sure.
logically. I go
Yeah,
logically,
yeah.
he is injured, so he shouldn't play. Logically, he's played an incredible amount of minutes, so he should rest when there's only 3 games between now and the next League Cup game.
Mhm.
Logically, this person gets no playing time, so you're playing against the worst team, he should play. But there's nothing logical about this team. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like there's so many times where we were almost certain something was going to happen, and it didn't happen. And then when we didn't think it was going to happen,
It
it
happened.
happened. So like,
They keep you on your toes, yo.
Messi's a perfect example. Like you, like, oh, they're for sure going to rest him. He plays 90 minutes. Then you're like, oh, there's no way
He can miss
he
the
doesn't.
game against Tigres.
Yeah, there's no way he's not going to play. He misses a game. Oh, there's no way he comes in the second half and plays only 45 minutes. He does. Like, it's just, it's, you try your best. Like, you use
Never let him know your next move, Gian.
I
Never
mean,
let him know. Always
Inter
keep
Miami is
him
probably the
guessing.
best at it. Even
Yes,
Inter
I
Miami
think
is the best team in MLS.
prime
and not knowing,
example.
prime example. They throw misdirections. They don't tell you what's happening. There are times where they know an injury is going to take a player 6 months to recover, and they'll tell you, "We'll see how he doesn't practice."
Oh yeah, like we'll see.
Like, how many times does that happen?
Oh my
I'm sure they
God.
know it's like it's going to be a couple of months. They're like, yeah, we'll check him out in practice. We'll let you know. Maybe,
So
depending
no,
how he
that's
feels.
happened. That's been happening with Baltasar. They're like, oh yeah, no, he'll probably be back soon, and like he just won't play a game ever, and yeah, and that's just it. But no, it is funny. The transparency is pretty funny. So we think okay, so I think Suarez is gonna play 45. He'll probably and hopefully I would want him to come off for Bando in the second half.
That's the right move. That's
That
right.
is the right
And what
move.
it's gonna be, it'll be this. If we're up,
Uh-huh.
then Suarez will come out. I think
Yeah,
if we're
sure.
not up, they're gonna keep Suarez in the entirety of the game until we score.
Yeah, unfortunately. But do you think Baltasar will start? Or do you think Tadeo Allende is gonna keep his spot?
I think Tadeo starts and then Baltasar will get minutes.
Okay.
I think that's
Did
what
we miss anybody? Are we missing a player?
No, but we should probably count and figure out how many players we just put on the field.
Yeah, I
think
just said I
we may
think we
have just
put
put
in
15. We
yeah.
may get disqualified.
We said Ustari, Noah Allen, Aviles, Lujan, Chelo.
Yep, we're good with that.
We're doing 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
Okay, so the dos volantes son Busi. No, we said Benja and Bright.
Yeah.
Then we said Telasco on the left.
Yeah. And Allende to start.
Allende on the right to start. And then the 2 strikers.
Suarez and somebody else. And maybe I don't think Obando's playing at the same time Suarez is.
Probably not. Do you think Fafa is gonna do it? Or do you think, highly unlikely, do you think that they're gonna move Allende striker with Baltasar on the right?
highly unlikely.
Highly unlikely.
Too logical.
It is too logical.
Makes too much sense.
That is the right answer, Gian. Yes. That was a trick question and you passed.
You almost got me there.
Yes. Yeah, this is what we do. This is what we do. Okay, so I mean, yeah, probably then we'd probably see Fafa up top then.
Yeah.
Or we see the ball play, and that's another option, and we probably see them too kind of rotate in and out and then have them switch with Ashende. That also could be too logical, but
Yeah.
I don't know. We just never know. But anyways, enough with that. Enough with that talk. Because that's it. Because it is what it is. What'll happen tomorrow will happen tomorrow. The real important thing is not who's playing, but the result at the end of the day. So we need the predictions right now in the chat. If you guys are watching live, if you're watching after the fact, put your predictions for DC United versus Inter Miami right now. Do you think Inter Miami win, tie, loss? Gian, let's hear it. And we want to know the goal scorers.
Oh, man. This is tough because I have no idea who the hell is going to play. But obviously, let's start with the concrete thing. Inter Miami's going to win. Inter Miami's going to win. Mm-hmm. And all I'm going to say is this. Even though the players are not the same players for Inter Miami that played against Tigres, mm-hmm. I think I want to see the same concept being used against DC United, at least to practice it, that they used in the first half against Tigres, which is pressuring high up, limiting the turnovers, and using the wings. In this case, it may not be Jordi Alba, but use Noah and use Chelo high up on the wings, just like Jordi Alba and Frey played against Tigres. Just kind of want to see them mimic that first half. I want to see them carry that over into the Orlando game. But we're winning, man. Like, it's impossible. How do we not win?
I think Tunde has a pretty valid prediction right here. I think it is the most unpredictable prediction.
3-0 Orlando hat trick. That would be fire, actually. I would love to see
How much
that.
money are you putting on that parlay?
On 3-0 Orlando. I mean,
let me ask you, David. Let me reword the question. How much money are you losing on that parlay?
3-0 Orlando. I maybe, you know what I'm putting on that? I'm putting half a half empty can of Dorito of Pringles, and maybe
one sip.
Maybe a box with 3 croquetas in it. Maybe
I'll take that.
I'll eat
that. I'll eat that up.
I'm putting anything else other than $1 on that.
I'll eat that up.
No, honestly, I think it'll be 2-0 is what I think it'll be. And you know why I'm not going more? Because if we were going with the starting lineup, then at that point I'm going 4-0, 3-0. Sure. But I think just because we'll have a nice healthy mix of starters with people that need playing time, I think it's a 2-0 is a good one.
I think so.
Do you think Benteke is going to do anything against us?
Yeah, I think he'll probably sneak a header in there.
Yeah.
I mean, look, like if we look statistically, they're not, like I said earlier in the stream, they're not a threat offensively. So in theory, but this is too logically, right? In theory, they shouldn't be really doing anything to us. But knowing Inter Miami, like us keeping a clean sheet is like almost an impossible task. So yeah. I could see Benteke just scoring like, you know what I'm saying? Like a quick little header. But
yeah,
that doesn't mean we'll lose. I'm just saying that maybe they'll probably score on us. Maybe, I don't know. Wait, who do you think are the goal scorers? If you're predicting 2-0, who do you think is going to score?
Right, Benteke has 8 so far in this season. By the way, who do I think is going to score? It's 2-0. I think that I think Velasco scores for us. I think he's going to start, and then I think that it's going to be. I think Suarez. Is going to start. He'll score for us, and then he heads out in the second half for Orlando. So I think Velasco and Suarez.
Is it bad if I predict that Tadeo Allende score goal?
No, because it's something we need, man. It'd actually be a good thing.
This is the perfect time for him to score. I think this game is like the game for Allende to gain his confidence.
Because he's going to start against Orlando. Like, so
Yeah, unless that's too logical, and he doesn't. But look, I think considering that this is probably the worst or one of the worst statistical teams ever, obviously we should be getting a win. I don't think we're going to be keeping a clean sheet. Because especially if Lujan's on the field, I feel like he's just gonna like bite too early, miss a tackle, miss an interception, one of the above, and we'll probably concede. But I definitely think that we should be scoring multiple goals. I do think that I want to throw out. I think that Legend is gonna score. I think. Let's say Benja is gonna score if he plays. And then I'm gonna say, I think Suarez will get like a goal contribution. I don't know if he'll score or get an assist, but I think he'll get at least one goal contribution. I think we score 3.
I see it difficult for Benja to score, man.
That's what this episode's all about. It's being unpredictable. Never let him know your next move. 2 assists and 1 goal for Benja this season. He's about to make it 2 goals and 2 assists. I'm telling you, I'm putting it on right now on the table.
I don't know, man. I feel like Benja sometimes doesn't know what the hell to do with the ball. Like he does good at what he's supposed to do. He'll run everywhere. He'll recover the ball. He'll touch right away. But the moment you ask him to do more than that, he looks lost sometimes with the ball. Like that's not his skill set.
And that's why he's my wild card. That's why he is that's why he's my unpredictable pick. I think I want Ascendant to score. He needs to score. He's like desperate for one. And I'll throw Suarez a goal because he's just been on fire recently. So I'll give Suarez a goal. I'll give Ascendant a goal. And then my wild card pick would be Benja Cremaschi for a 3-1 win. I think Benteke is going to score. So I think a 3-1 win for Inter Miami should be the final result for tomorrow.
The more I hear what you said, the more I'm leaning towards they're going to score at least once on us. I would like the clean sheet, but just because Inter Miami's finicky sometimes at the defensive end, even when they're at full strength, and this one where they're not going to be, they may allow a goal. So I can definitely see that 100% with that.
Absolutely. So do you have any final thoughts? Anything else to say about tomorrow or in general for the future? Any wisdom? I don't know.
Wisdom. You want me to impart wisdom on the chat, impart wisdom on all those who will tune in.
To give wisdom and have everybody who joined us today, all 96 people who are watching, to leave this live stream with something valuable.
How about this? I will impart wisdom, but does anybody have anything specific that they'd like me to impart wisdom on? I can pull a Walter Mercado right now if you guys want. I can do.
Yeah. Give me like a quote of the day. Give me something. Like give me any sort of wisdom about anything, about life that these people can walk away with right now.
All right. I'm going to give you let's see. I'm trying to think of a quote or something that I can do along the lines of football, along the lines of soccer.
Okay.
How about this one? 7 days without soccer makes 1 week.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
No. Absolutely not.
Well, because 7 days is a week, but 7 days without soccer makes you weak, like strength wise. You're weak because you need football, you need soccer. Damn, that didn't.
Sure. 7 days without soccer is a week.
Makes you weak.
Oh, makes you weak.
Or makes a week.
Makes a week?
I don't know. That was a bad one. That was a bad one.
Give us some wisdom on Allende's finishing.
All right, here's the thing with Allende. Allende is one of those perfect examples of a player that's in his head and has a mental block. And now I feel like needs just one goal, man. You give him one goal. And I think that that's going to open the doors for him. Because the amount of chances that he's had is just incredible. Like, you know what I was thinking about, Matt, the other day? I was thinking about this. I was thinking about how good Inter Miami would be if either Allende started scoring or Allende didn't play for us.
Okay.
and we had somebody else that could actually score in Allende's shoes. Because you think about how good this team is running in regards to like putting Allende and Allende's position into like giving him the ability to score, but just he doesn't score. Honestly, if Allende scored or somebody else was in that position, and maybe it was Baltasar or somebody that could actually shoot on goal and score, you're probably adding 1 to 2 goals a game from that position. Literally.
Yeah. So,
I mean, think about De Paul. De Paul put a perfect pass into Allende against Tigres, and he's alone against the goalie, and he somehow just heads it over the I feel like I could have scored that.
No, like it's literally, I keep saying it. It is a confidence issue. Like it's a confidence issue. Because he's not.
That's a good point.
What scored against Puma? That is true.
That's a good point.
That is very true. Look, let me end. I'm gonna wrap this up with the quote. That I
wait. Is your quote better than mine?
Oh, 1,000%.
Oh, damn.
1,000%.
That's not cool.
I'm gonna.
Is it much better than mine, or like just a little?
You're gonna see. I'm gonna end you guys off with this. Confidence, because we're talking about Allende's confidence and his finishing. So confidence isn't built on your last miss, but it's built on the courage to take the next shot. So take every shot with the courage that you'll score.
I like that. That's got a nice ring to it. It's nice because you can use that in life as well.
Exactly. So hopefully everybody can take something from this stream and about courage.
Yeah,
and about
if you're for all you single people in the chat, like if you're getting rejected and you're getting shut down, just shoot your shot. Shoot your shot.
Exactly. Shoot your shot and keep shooting because you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Natalia gave us a quote from ChatGPT. Herons don't hustle. They wait, they trust, they strike. That's what belief looks like when it's quiet but deadly. Hey, shout out to ChatGPT. Shout out to Natalia and ChatGPT.
There you go.
W quote.
Hold on, I'm typing something in my ChatGPT right now. Give me a quote that's better than Matt's.
Yes,
Matt tried to outshine me at the end of the podcast. I need something.
Give me something to one up my co-host in a podcast.
Oh man!
All right, guys. I think that's a good quote to end this live stream. I thought this was a lot of fun. We try to turn what seemed to be not like a pointless game, but kind of like a filler game because we're all anticipating for this Wednesday clash against Orlando, and we try to turn it into something fun. So hopefully you guys had a lot of fun today, chatting with us and chilling with us without Ashley, who is missed, who is very missed. Thank you to everybody who tuned in to the live. Thank you to everybody who's watching afterwards. Gian, I'm ready for tomorrow. Are you ready for tomorrow?
I am ready to. I thought you were gonna ask me for another quote. I was about to be like,
no, I was gonna. No, I think we're done with the quotes. We're done with the quotes.
No, I am ready for tomorrow too. Let's go into Miami. They have more than enough to win. Doesn't matter who's on the field. They should have enough to win tomorrow, and hopefully that bleeds into Wednesday with all the confidence in the world, ready to make history to go and win a second Leagues Cup on Wednesday.
Vamos.
So, yep,
that's what I like to hear.
Thank you, everybody. Guys. Thank you guys for joining. We appreciate you all.
Yeah, follow us on Messi and Co on Twitter. Subscribe to the 5 Reasons Football. If you are new, like if you have enjoyed this content, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, guys.
Deuces.